I'm one of the co-creators of Transcend Cruises. I'm Ralph de Klijn, and I've been 20 plus years active in the cruise business or cruise world. Worked for the ultra luxury cruise lines. So I started off on the rivers on Uniworld, and then I moved into ocean. Was asked to join Silversea, spent a lot of time there. Then I did Seabourn. From Seabourn I moved to Regent Seven Seas, and from Regent Seven Seas I moved to Viking Cruises, and I was part of the startup team of the ocean division for Viking, and that was until last year because I decided to join a new group of a new launch river cruise company, which is called Transcend Cruises. We have a very sustainable look on the industry, so we want to be really ahead of the curve in what's coming and making sure that we offer a very responsible product. You know, I think everybody still talks too often about the straws, which is an old story, and we need to go that step ahead and really start looking where can we save the environment but also offer a sustainable solution. The good part with the cruise industry is the propulsion systems are really going in the right direction, and there's some great innovation on that, but there's a lot more to be done. So that's one approach that we have. The other approach is that we are not going to focus on the consumer market, we only focus on the business B2B. So we get companies, alumni groups, anything, a larger travel agent that wants to travel with their own group, and they can charter the ships for a minimum of 3 days, up to however long they want. And we are a very adaptable solution. So we can accommodate literally anything that is wanted to be done, of course, to what is possible as well. But having learned in the ultra luxury sector that no doesn't exist, we always will try to make things work in order to make everybody happy. So that's what we do. The approach, what has been taken is, river vessels normally have different staterooms. The good part is on our ship everything is the same. So there's no up or down cell, nobody gets upset because Ralph has got a nicer room than somebody else and nobody likes Ralph anymore. That doesn't exist, not that I'm gonna get a nice room, because I don't need one, they can put me with the crew. But that's the approach we have. The nice thing as well is we have adaptable staterooms that can be either 30 suites or 60 staterooms. So you get 30 suites which become a 1-bedroom suite. So you have a living room and a bedroom, and or I should say you have 60 staterooms, which is a regular stateroom, and again larger than average that you see on the river cruise business. The river cruises generally have between 150 and 180 guests sailing on board our ships. We only have, depending on the setup, because it can be from any 30 guests in suites, some single occupancy, all the way up to 120 guests in the regular standard setup. And if you have families, then we could add a third bed in if needed, which is for a child or whatever is needed. So outside that, on the design part in the public areas, is we have a beautiful aft lounge, which gives more options. It's very much attached to the spa. We have a 2,600 square foot spa, which is larger than on any river ship. And if you put it with the guest ratio, we have a larger ship than many of the ocean ships have per guest. So we're very focused on wellness, on health. The aft lounge will very much focused on a wellness breakfast in the morning and in the evening, because we have created a full-size galley in the back. It can be anything from a sushi bar to a tapas lounge or whatever, or a private dinner with a bistro. That is all possible. If you go more to the middle of the ship, we have our own small coffee area, which is with a beautiful barista, great machines, there's snacks available. We have 2 private meeting rooms or private dining rooms, however they need to be used, that can be open and used into the lounge if not used, or they can be private rooms as and when requested. We have a very multifunctional dining room. It's very open. We can do anything from family style dinners to a la carte, which is extremely important because the cruise ships mainly operate in a banqueting style setup, which is not what we want, because we want to deliver that extra step for our guests, and we want to create a very luxurious experience on the river. So it's a little bit of an ocean mind on a ship, the way we've done it. The galley is completely adapted, completely changed, which we've done with the help of great people that have also worked in the ocean side of the business and in the river side of the business, that really understand the challenges on both sides, because the size restrictions are huge on the river. The ship cannot be longer than 135 meters long and 11.5 meters wide due to the locks you sail through. And we have a theater, so we call it the forum, but we have a theater where we actually can sit all the guests and have presentations done, or awards or movies, whatever is possible can be done. Then we have a regular lounge and a bar, and if you go to the top deck, we have also, that's part of the wellness area. We have beautiful lounge seating. We have an amazing LED screen where we can do movies under the stars, or we can do other elements, whatever is done. And we have also an outside galley and bar, so an outdoor grill, so we can have great events arranged on board for the guests. And what else is there? Well, the most important thing is we can adapt it. So anybody that comes on our ships, if you get Coca-Cola, the ship can be made red and white in the hallways, and because all the lighting is adaptable in RGB, so you can change the colors. And at the same time we have 2 big screens on each side of the ship, and a lot of technology inside the ship, what makes it completely adaptable, so we can use their logos, we can use everything, so the ship is actually theirs, and it also feels it's their ship. The design has changed because we actually work with Tillberg Design.
Yes.
That are more known in the ocean side of the business. They've never done a river ship, but they have such a great reputation on the ocean side of the industry, and to get a mindset included, we work with Dan Breejen shipyard, who is building our ship. It's a family-owned shipyard, and they are also extremely flexible. And I think everybody was very open to create something new that was not only groundbreaking, but also had a lot of elements, and we just stretched ourselves. And you know, you need to continuously challenge each other to get the best. And you never get the best ultimately, because you always can make improvements. But I think for the product that we're creating and the B2B focus that we have, we've created something absolutely amazing.